guys know what? If we have to wait another hour, I will directly sit down over here and shit on your floor. Hey guys, today I want to tell you the story of my sister and me visiting Mallorca. You know, we have this cute tradition that we give each other's vacations to our birthdays, and as a good usual German tourist, you need to see Mallorca once in your life. So I decided to book a hotel over there. My sister Charlotte, she is 4.5 years younger than me, but a bit taller and stronger. But it was her very first flight, so she was very nervous. I held her hand, it all went fine, we just landed, and then we had this bus transfer from the airport to the hotel, which took us a very long time. I guess we were driving about 2 hours. The bus driver said, finally, group hotel, and we were very excited because that was the name of the hotel I booked. We grabbed our cases and stood in front of this huge giant entrance hall with those water games and those sprinkling lights. It looked very, very nice. I saw a name on top of that where Gruppetzer Playa de Palma was standing, and I thought, okay, this might be something weird over here. I remember I was booking Group Hotel Orient. So, nevertheless, we walked to the reception and asked the girl what it was about. Showed her our booking confirmations, and she said, yes, Group Hotel, it's closed. And we're like, okay, maybe we could take a taxi or something to... No, it's closed, no taxi, it's closed. I was confused, questions were running through my mind. Why does the women of our traveling agency didn't know that, and so on. But nevertheless, the girl at the reception said, you could stay here. We had 2 wonderful days, enjoyed the sun, lay down at the beach, having drinks at the pool bar, which was pretty awesome, until my stomach starts to hurt. And you need to imagine that it felt like whatever I was eating, within 1 or 2 hours, it was starting to feel like it's bursting. So my sister said, okay, maybe it would be the best to visit a doctor or go to a hospital. So we asked the women at the reception once again if they have a good hospital where we could go next to the hotel. And she said, yes, this is no problem. I call you girls a taxi and give the taxi driver the address. The taxi driver came, and at about 5 p.m. we arrived at this hospital. I was thinking of, they can't invoice anything, so it won't take us too much time to stay over there and get the appointment with the doctor. But I gave all my data to the reception women, and she asked us to wait in this huge lobby. So that's what we did. Minutes passing by, hours passing by, and you can imagine it, like all those people were coming and going and coming and going, and I thought, Jesus, when's my turn? Hey, I'm sitting here for almost hours now, and I would love to speak to a doctor because I'm so in pain. We had those small rooms in front of us where stood consulta 1, consulta 2, 3, and so on. And finally, I heard through the speaker someone saying my name, Julia Bar, consulta 1. So I thought, okay, perfect, now it's my turn. And yes, at this consulta uno there was one assistant who was just measuring my blood pressure and the temperature and that stuff, and then he said, please could you go back to this entrance hall and wait for the real appointment. Oh, really? Okay, so that's what we did. After that, you know, we ran through those phases from we're trying to be patient, we're getting angry for waiting and waiting and waiting, and then it switched totally into being only frustrated. And then this moment came where my sister decided enough is enough. She went to the receptionist and said, you guys know what? If we have to wait another hour, I will directly sit down over here and shit on your floor. Meanwhile, I was sitting, holding my stomach, my belly, was so in pain and asking Dr. Google if there is any diagnostic for me. After more than 6 hours, they called my name once again and said, Julia Bar, please go to this room. The doctor is waiting. The doctor is waiting. I was waiting. Okay. So my sister and me, we were sitting in this room. The doctor came and I tried to explain him what I'm feeling, where this pain is coming from and what it was about. But his English was really bad, so he did not understand me at all. After a few minutes, he just gave me an infusion with a painkiller. But honestly, I was really thankful for that. And then he said, Julia, we might make an X-ray. That would be the best thing for you. So he asked me to sit in this wheelchair and I had this infusion next to me. And I was asking myself, why the fuck do you want to have an X-ray picture? Because this is not the bones. There's nothing broke. I'm having a really problem with my stomach, so an MRI might be better. Yeah, but honestly, I did not say anything because I wanted to have something done, and maybe there was a small chance, even a small chance to help me a bit out with that. I sat down in this wheelchair. As I told you before, I had this infusion next to me, and the doctor was driving me through some long corridors. And as I sat there, my sister had to wait in this room, so we were all alone, and it was night, so there were no many people at the hospital left. You know, these moments when your mind's starting to blur and you remember all those horror movies you've seen before. I was thinking of, I'm young, I'm sporty, they don't know that you smoke, so they might take my organs. My mind went crazy. Honestly, I cannot say that I had one rational thought left. So after a few minutes, I just had to stand up and tell the man, I'm really sorry, I don't know what's going on, I have to go. So I ran back to my sister with this infusion as fast as I could, honestly. And she said, what do you do over here? I just thought you had your appointment. And I was answering, sorry, Charlotte, I'm sorry, but I really need to go out of that hospital. And so I spread off the infusion needle, which was really painful indeed. And we ran out of this hospital, smoking a cigarette, calling the taxi, and waiting to get home again. Yeah, that was when the nightmare was over, and I remember the faces of this hospital staff who just thought these girls were waiting for more than 8 or 9 hours and now they're leaving. Really? So much for today. Bye!